side setting the standard, and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Gonna run it. It's Martin. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
Been so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well.
Breaks into the open. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
That makes the score Penn State 7, Ohio State 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Finds his man, it's Coleman. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Makes the grab. It's Smith.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere focus on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And the Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Buckeyes are on the move. Here's the handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. We really sensed that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State, and we talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes, and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, he has the strength to get back up. Nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
They go to the ground. Creates a little room. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Reynolds. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll leave it with the lone back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Got the first down and more. Great move. Now he's got room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Martin. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score Penn State 13, Ohio State 7.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Try to get it to the edge. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
To the air. It's Sayin. Grab near the marker. It's Tate. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Snagged in the middle. It's Peoples. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Smith. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. Shoot, quick toss to the right. Turning it on. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs. They can move and run all over the place and give you so many options. Is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking for a gap. It's Peoples. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. That's reeled in, it's Peoples. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
And the Buckeyes will go for it here on 4th down. On the move. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Lions is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
He's got an open man. It's a running room. He's at the touchdown, Nittany Lions. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. motion from the wideout. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Sayin. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it on the 25. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
And the offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points out of premium.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Ivy. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too. We got to hold on to that thing.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. He's got 69 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning this one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle with Saunders. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after a short return, but what a play to get the football back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. On the ground, it's Peoples. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Got out of trouble and throws. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Snatches it on the run. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. one side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tate. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, there's no secret who this offense wants to get the ball to. And on the very first play, they find a matchup on the outside, one-on-one. They take a shot to him vertically down the field, and he does the rest. He is so athletic, and he is going to be a problem for this defense all game long.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That defense is about getting off the football. I mean, that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays. It can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Sampson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ivy. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relish relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. There he goes. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
And the Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse Reese, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Saunders. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Using his legs, it's Martin. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Turning it on. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Here's the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And the point after is good. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Keeps looking downfield. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Saunders. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after their catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They are up by 7 over Louisville. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. and the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Extending the play. On the run, deep down the right side. Makes a grab deep. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Rifles it down the middle. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Martin. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Ivy. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
Those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Third downs are a huge determining factor in winning and losing games, and what a great play by the defense that time. Going up against one of the best third down offenses in the entire country. Great job breaking on the ball and helping force the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Release to the back. Finds him out of the backfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time. And he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
He breaks a tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Number 12.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Catch in the middle. It's Peoples. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Still running at the 40. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play. They'll mark it at the 33.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Now from inside the red zone. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Ohio State! Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense option in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for it, please.
There's set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Martin. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll run the toss. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Makes the grab on the big throw.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Send the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Running back searching for a hole. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. Got it behind the line. It's Martin. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Peoples. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Looking deep down the right side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The Disney Lions going back to work on offense now. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.